Hey players, welcome back for another video. Today I'll be talking about everything new in the new Call of Duty Season 3. A squad-based mad dash for cash, an expansion of Resurgence to new locals, and a launch event where you can get special weapon blueprints and operator skins for a limited time. Season 3 is set to change Call of Duty Warzone 2.0 in a massive way, especially in DMZ, where Infinity Ward introduces several major additions in this update. For all of the Warzone modes, Raven Software brings a reintroduction of Plunder and several Resurgence modes to take place on Al-Mazrah. This is everything you need to know about what will affect your personal meta in Warzone 2. For more information and Call of Duty news and updates just like this, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe now. And without further ado, let's dive right into it. Love Resurgence? Then get ready for its expansion to Al-Mazrah. During Season 3, Warzone 2 will introduce Massive Resurgence at launch. Both of these will use the standard Resurgence with some major tweaks depending on the variant. Massive Resurgence, meanwhile, uses the entire Al-Mazrah map and pits up to 150 players against each other in specific squad sizes such as squads or trios. That means you should expect plenty of action across the entire map, especially in those final few circle collapses if numerous squads are still at full strength. All previous advice and strategies for Resurgence and regular Al-Mazrah Battle Royale infiltrations apply for this mode. Stick together as a full squad and do not leave any stragglers on an enemy team, and you will be well on your way to victory. Now we will be talking about the new Gulag Blacksite. Standard Battle Royale players are not being left out of this update. They can look forward to a new 1v1 Gulag, or at least prepare to fight for their life in a new arena if they are eliminated during the early stages of a Battle Royale. Blacksite is roughly rectangular, asymmetrical map with several interior spaces and long external routes, especially on the west portion of the map, where there is a large corridor that stretches between the two spawn areas. That area in particular is great for long distance weaponry if you have it in your Gulag loadout, otherwise it's a clear path for equipment to be thrown down at the start of the duel. For close quarters engagement, use the various buildings where operators can weave in and out of doorways and other openings to disorient their opponents. Because this map is also featured in Gunfight, the returning 2v2 multiplayer mode in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, feel free to take a break from Battle Royale and get some practice on this map with some random loadouts. Now we'll be talking about redeploy drones, perk packs, and more. The Season 3 update will bring several new and returning features to all Warzone 2 modes, especially Battle Royale, which will see the redeploy drones descend on Al-Mazrah starting on April 13th. Redeploy drones were first introduced to Eshika Island. Redeploy drones are a new way to quickly traverse across Al-Mazrah at the cost of being exposed to the elements and potential enemy gunfire. Redeploy drones in Al-Mazrah will not be in the same positions for each match, but they will be roughly spaced apart in a way that allows for quick access to numerous points of interest. Outside of the terrain and other vehicles, these redeploy drones should be a fundamental part of your squad's survival tactics, especially when it comes to escaping the circle collapse. Perk packs are a new addition to Warzone 2. If you see one when scavenging supply boxes or whenever there is the opportunity to purchase a perk pack at a buy station, you should definitely grab it. Because perks are usually found in loadout drops, perk packs are absolute game changers as they provide passive benefits to your operator that otherwise only come in the middle or end of matches. Perk packs are the default perk packages that could be used in custom loadouts. I especially recommend using the following if you find it: Vanguard, Recon, and Spectre. Vanguard is a fantastic mix of movement, defensive, and tactical benefits, including the ability to restock equipment through resupply and to receive enemy warnings through high alert. Recon, for the operators who value intel above all else. Tracker and Birdseye are a dynamic duo for tracking enemy positions, while Double Time and Focus provide small benefits for practically any engagement, especially when using rifles built for long-range fights. And lastly, Spectre, a strong choice for stealthy operators. This package is built on Ghost, which hides you from UAV sweeps. Spotter is also helpful in terms of finding and destroying enemy equipment pieces. Perk packs are not just for perkless operators. Those who have a loadout with overkill should consider picking up another perk pack, as the overkill perk's benefits apply only to loadout construction. That additional base perk slot can be filled with double time, bomb squad, or another useful perk from one of the perk packs, so definitely think twice before passing on a loose perk pack. Now we'll be talking about the World Series of Warzone, also known as WSOW. Operators should prepare for the launch of the limited time WSOW open playlist from April 27th to the 30th. More details about the World Series of Warzone, including the open playlist and how you can qualify for Stage 1 qualifier, can be found on Call of Duty's website, which will be in the description. Next up, I'll be talking about the Trophy Hunt launch event. Time to add a few more trophies to your collection. The Trophy Hunt kicks off at Season 3 with a limited time launch event where operators must collect trophies. Small coins brandish a gold scorpion dropped by enemy operators in matches. These trophies can be collected in the following modes. MW2 multiplayer, every unique enemy drops one trophy. In non-round based modes, this must be picked up in order to be banked. In round based modes such as Search and Destroy, simply eliminating a unique enemy operator grants one banked trophy. Warzone 2.0 Battle Royale, Resurgence, and Plunder, both enemy operators and AI combatants drop trophies. Trophies are lost upon death, win the match, or bank them at a buy station. And lastly, Warzone 2 DMZ. Both enemy operators and AI combatants drop trophies. Trophies are lost upon death, successfully exfiltrate or bank them at a buy station. Once players earn enough trophies, they can exchange them for a variety of rewards in the event section of the main menu. At some point during the event, additional rewards will be put into the event exchange store. All the rewards earned here are permanent, including calling cards, double XP tokens, and 2 weapon blueprints. The first weapon blueprint is the Night Sting assault rifle. Is a primary weapon based on one of the community's most popular weapon platforms, the TAC-56. The 5 available attachments are balanced well for multiplayer, and the weapon can hold its own in medium range engagements within Warzone 2. The other assault rifle blueprint, the Venom Strike, is based on the special DMZ reward weapon platform and is built for both quick handling and multi-combatant engagements. Both of these weapon blueprints are specifically designed for night operators, which you can drop into as part of the new oil fields map in Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer. Keep in mind that any unspent tokens are automatically converted to XP at the end of the event, scheduled for the launch of Season 3 Reloaded later in May. Now we will be talking about Plunder. Originally introduced at the launch of the previous version of Call of Duty Warzone, Plunder is a squad-based respawn-enabled mode where cash is king. The squad that collects the most cash after a set time limit, including an overtime period once a squad hits 2 million in cash, wins the match. During Plunder, you can eliminate enemies, complete contracts, partake in events, and clear out strongholds and Blacksites to earn cash. Operators can choose to hold their cash, deposit it by using a cash deposit helipad somewhere on the map, or procure and use a cash deposit balloon for mobile transactions. Outside of being the main resource for a win condition, cash can be used at a buy station to purchase valuable items like cash deposit balloons, kill streaks, powerful weapons, and other new rewards. This new version of Plunder features a few changes to the in-match event system, new buy station items, and permanent rewards. First, here are all the events that can happen during a Plunder match. The first one being Blood Money, not just a Plunder variant, double cash is earned for eliminating and looting operators during a Blood Money event. And 3 that are coming soon, which are Cannon Fodder, Contractor, and Chokehold. Note that multiple events can happen in a single match, and some of these events are better to experience for yourselves. Finally, whether you are casually playing matches or searching for every last reward in Warzone 2, Plunder offers 9 unique rewards at its launch for completing challenges. These challenges include winning Plunder matches, eliminating AI combatants or enemy operators, or just simply playing the game. Rewards from these challenges include a vehicle camo, calling cards, and more. Expect the return of one-shot sniper rifles under certain attachment and platform conditions as part of this seasonal update. Furthermore, there will be a change to buy station locations that puts them in safer spots, such as indoor locations or places with nearby cover. This change will apply to both Al Mazrah and the Sheikah Island. Cause guys, let me tell you, I used to be buying loadout drops and buying my teammates back in the middle of gunfight. Like, I'd be outside and no cover around me, so I'm glad they're doing this, cause it would be a mission to buy your teammates back when you're in the middle of a fight. Next up, the Barter. Outside of being important mission items, most of the collectible non-lethal items in DMZ will have another purpose in the new Season 3 update. Across every exclusion zone, all buy stations will have a new option in addition to buying gear and weapons for cash: bartering. This is where you use recipes. These give instructions to your operator, including a component list, in order to build new equipment that can be more useful to your current situation. In other words, bartering is where you exchange items for others. At the start of Season 3, some bartering recipes will be available for most of the new plate carriers and backpacks, kill streaks, self-revive kits, and keys. However, each exclusion zone has its own set of barter options across its buy stations, adding one more additional element to fully exploring everything in DMZ. Next up, Contraband Workbench. The other new feature at buy stations found near them, not at them, are workbenches. For a nominal cash fee, the workbench allows an operator to add attachments they have unlocked for any weapon platform onto a piece of contraband or insured weapon. Operators can also remove them piece by piece. These workbenches provide this attachment swapping service, but for a price, given how much a weapon's strength and weaknesses can change based on the attachment it has or what is removed. The obvious example is to attach what you believe as the most advantageous attachments on contraband weapons, as most of the time such weaponry won't have all 5 attachments you seek. Some attachments to consider are suppressors, which are great for stealth situations, and thermal optics for help seeing through smoke or more easily acquiring targets via the heat signatures. However, any DMZ operator knows that the Vaznev 9K with a high magnification scope or the RPK with a 30 round magazine may not be the most ideal attachment combinations for how these weapons are typically used. In those cases and more, especially with contraband picked up from fellow operators, the workbench is here to help scrap those attachments and slap on ones you feel more confident with. Next up, one of the biggest changes to DMZ, active duty operator slots. Active duty operator slots are a critical part of this experience's core value of taking calculated risks for incredible rewards. At the start of Season 3, every player will have 3 active duty operator slots, which equates to 3 separate operators that have their own on-soldier items. These items include your backpack, plate carrier, kill streak, self-revive, and gas mask. You are free to swap around who these operators are in your active slots, so if you have a default operator skin for a while and pick up a Alejandro or Valeria in the battle pass, there's no need to worry about losing that operator's active duty slot progress. Before launching into a match, you choose which active duty slot you bring into the exclusion zone. Whatever they bring back that is not a part of the global loadout, primary weapon, secondary weapon, lethal tactical, and field upgrade is only for that specific active duty operator. That means contraband weapons are shared between active duty operators but not keys. New plate carriers, tempered, revive, comms, and stealth. A 3-plate medic vest grants both faster revives on squad mates as well as faster self-revives when using a self-revive kit. All around a helpful vest, but especially great for those who find themselves as the squad's medic. A 3-plate comms vest is like the signal booster and has a few benefits. It increases the duration of all UAV technology, the kill streak, UAV towers, and enemy radios dropped by AI, and makes them function as advanced UAVs, meaning they also show player direction and location. As another bonus, the vest also gives you an audio cue when an enemy operator is close to you, like an auditory version of the high alert perk. It could also be great for a solo runner, especially given that they could level the communications advantage that having a duo or trio provides. Finally, the stealth plate carrier comes built in with the ghost perk, keeping you off enemy radars, built for those times when keeping a low profile is essential to the mission. Also, be on the lookout for armor satchels coming back during the season. A brand new field upgrade you may recall first seeing in a raid episode, the Rebreather is built for amphibious operators who navigate around the various waterways in Al Mazrah and Ashika Island. This tool allows operators to breathe underwater for longer periods of time, perfect for stealth infiltrations or trickier maneuvers where air is limited. Like a stim pistol, it has multiple uses before it expires, and it can even be swung as a 2-handed melee tool in a pinch. The heavy chopper is back, and there will be a new way to privately exfiltrate an exclusion zone in DMZ in Season 3, both of which can help you exfiltrate safely. First, the heavy chopper seen in Ground War and Invasion within Modern Warfare 2 will add to the aerial vehicle lineup. Unfortunately, it is completely drained of its fuel, so operators must find its special fuel around the airport in order to get it in the sky. Once topped off with the fuel, the heavy chopper can fly around the map and even outside the boundaries, which is how you can exfiltrate at any time for free. After getting out of bounds, a countdown will appear just like a normal exfiltration until you ultimately are given the same treatment as a successful exfil. The other new feature is a new buy station item known as a private exfil. Once bought, an exfil will be available on an unused exfil point for that match on the map, considered an extra escape route if needed, especially during prison rescue contracts. Now we'll be discussing everything Modern Warfare 2 has to offer, starting off with gunfight returns for MW2 and new maps. Small team multi-round cage matches, first duel to reach the round win limit is victorious. A contemporary classic from Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019 and the precursor to Call of Duty Warzone, Gulag Confrontations, gunfight is the 4-player duel against duel game mode where random loadouts and small cage match style maps dictate tactical and fast-paced combat. For those unfamiliar with this mode, each round 2 duels spawn on either side of the map with the same random loadout. A duo wins a round when they reduce the opposing duo's health to 0, or if this is not done before the round timer expires, the first duo who captures an overtime flag at the center of the map wins. Ties can occur if duos have the same health and the overtime flag is not captured at the end of the round's overtime period, at which point both duos will be awarded a round win for scoring purposes. The first duo to win 6 rounds wins the match. The new map rotations are Alley, Blacksite, Shipment, Exhibit, and Gunfight OSP to be available in regular playlist updates in season. In addition to the standard Gunfight mode, the Gunfight OSP mode variant coming in season will be made available during the season as part of regular playlist updates. OSP stands for On-Site Procurement, which defines this variant of the traditional mode. Players will have to grab weapons and equipment spread out across the map instead of receiving a random loadout every round. This makes quick movement and coordination even more crucial to success when playing this mode variant. New locals, familiar battle maps, and the first nighttime infiltration in Modern Warfare 2 leads a strong mix of additions to the game's multiplayer map pool. Paleo's Lighthouse core map launch. As rain pounds the cliffs of this small, craggy island, a lighthouse offers guidance to passing ships in the night. Even so, nearby shipwrecks tell of the immense danger that comes with navigating the rocky seas. Black Gold core map launch. Based on the Rohan oil section of Al Mazrah, this core map will be the first iteration of night operations in Modern Warfare 2. Operators will have to use their night vision goggles, equip thermal optics, or use the available light sources to their advantage to secure victory in this critical strategic location. Rohan Oil Battle Map. An expansion of the core map Rohan Oil widens the combat arena across this Warzone 2 point of interest and shifts into daytime, allowing for plenty of air and land vehicles to barrel past refinery silos toward objectives. South of Rohan Oil, the Satik Cave Complex provides an interesting mix of verticality, small building skirmishes, and interior combat via its intricate cave network. Note that down the plane and the area surrounding it, this may be familiar to veterans of the franchise. And lastly, the Alboran Hatchery from the story mode. The new modes are Cranked, Face Off, and GW Infected. Along with fan favorite playlists and rotations that feature Season 3's new maps, you can expect some returning modes to be in weekly playlist rotation updates. First seen in Call of Duty Ghosts, and most recently a part of Modern Warfare 2019 and Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, Crank takes Team Deathmatch and amps up the intensity by putting a countdown on any operator who earned an elimination. If they cannot earn another elimination before the timer hits 0, they meet an untimely explosive death. There will also be the return of Face Off, a classic small team mode originally from Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 and most recently brought back in Modern Warfare 2019 as a 3v3 mode, which will arrive sometime during the mid-season update. And lastly, GW Infected. Everything you loved about Infected now on a larger battle map. Fight with your fellow survivors. If you were not chosen as the initial infected to last as long as possible in what should be an all-out chaos, it may be easier in this mode to earn a fabled kill streak, although survivors may need plenty of skill and potentially a bit of luck to unleash the ultimate explosive ending. So players, those are all the new features that came with Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 and Warzone 2 in Season 3. Guys, let me know down below, what are your favorite features when it comes to this new season? Also guys, let me know down below, are you gonna get the battle pass? And if you do, what are you most excited for to get in the battle pass? Me personally, it's Ghost's old skin and Alejandro too. Like, I can't wait to, and Valeria too. This is just such a good season and I can't wait to see where it goes from here. So players, I really hope you enjoyed this video and got informed on everything you need to know before deploying into the battlefield of Call of Duty. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys all on the battlefield. Peace out and have a wonderful day or night. This is all I see.